Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. We are studying new mathematics syllabus D. It's book 4, chapter number 3, which is of probability. This topic, probability, in your CIE syllabus is at number 40. This topic is covered in this series in book 2, which is chapter number 15, and D4, which is chapter number 3. Today we will study a tree diagram. What is tree diagram? So in this lesson we will learn what is a tree diagram, what are parts of tree diagram, how to draw probability tree diagrams for independent events with replacement, and how to draw probability tree diagram for dependent events, that is without replacement. Now first we look at what is probability tree diagram. We can construct the probability tree diagram to solve some probability problems. A probability tree diagram shows all the possible events. Sometimes you do not know whether to multiply or add probabilities. A probability tree makes it easier to figure out when to add and when to multiply. The parts of a tree diagram. A probability tree has two main parts. Number one, the branches and the ends. The probability of each branch is generally written on the branches, while the outcome is written on the ends of the branches. Now, how to draw tree diagram? First of all, the event is represented by a dot. From the dot, branches are drawn to represent all possible outcomes of the event. The outcome is written at the ends of the branches. The probability of each outcome is written on its branch. Now look at this. This is the first event. We place a dot for first event, and there are branches. If you toss a coin, then first toss represents first event, and you have two outcomes, head and tail. So you will draw two lines. This is second toss. So if first toss gives you head, then second toss may give you two outcomes, head or tail. And if first toss gives you tail, then second toss also gives you head and tail, two outcomes. So this is the outcome of the first event, and these are the outcomes of the second event. Here we will write the outcome: head, tail, head, tail, head, tail, and at this point we will write the probability: 1 over 2, 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 and 1 over 2, and then we will solve the problem. Moving along the branch we multiply, and moving downward we add the probabilities. It is important to remember that the sum of the probabilities for any set of branches in a tree diagram will always be 1. It is also important to note that in a tree diagram you can calculate the probability of an outcome by multiplying along the branches and adding vertically. Along the branches, this multiplied by this. When you will move downwards, the plus this multiplied by this. In order to calculate the probability of an event occurring, you can use the following formula, which we have already studied. Probability is equal to number of ways an event can happen divided by total number of outcomes. These are the favorable outcomes, and this is the possible outcomes. Once you have calculated this information, you can display these probabilities via a tree diagram. Now let's discuss tree diagram with the help of examples. The first example is: a bag contains 3 black balls and 5 white balls. Paul picks a ball at random from the bag and replaces it back in the bag. He mixes the balls in the bag and then picks another ball at random from the bag. So it means there are two events. He picks one ball and then replaces that ball back in the bag and then picks another ball. So these two are independent events. Because ball is replaced, so the probability of the first ball will not affect the probability of the second ball. Then in A part you are asked to construct a probability tree of the problem. Calculate the probability that Paul picks two black balls, a black ball in his second draw. So this is the case that a bag has 3 black balls and 5 white balls. So there are two outcomes. When you will pick a ball, there may be black ball or there may be white ball. So this event has two outcomes, black ball and white ball. So we will draw the probability diagram. This is the first event, black ball and white ball. The probability of black ball is 3 by 8 and probability of white ball is 5 by 8 because there are 5 white and 3 black balls. Now this is the second draw. First, after picking first ball, that ball is replaced. So it means total number of balls in the bag and the bags of particular color remains same when you pick the second ball. So if the first ball is black, second ball may be black or it may be white. If first ball is white, the second ball may be black or white. And the probability of second black ball is 3 by 8, which is same as this. 5 by 8, 3 by 8 and 5 by 8. You can write the outcomes. The first outcome is first black ball and second black ball. First black ball and second white ball. Or first white ball and second black ball. Or first white ball and second white ball also. Black ball की probability, first black ball की probability है 3 by 8 और second black ball की probability है 3 by 8. इसे multiply करें तो 9 by 64 है. So this is what the tree diagram is. In second part, you are asked to calculate the probability that Paul picks two black balls. That is, first ball is black and second ball is also black. That is probability of two black balls. Probability of two black balls will be equal to the probability of first black ball multiplied by probability of second black ball. So probability of first black ball is 3 by 8 and probability of second black ball is 3 by 8 again. So 3 by 8 and 3 by 8 is equal to 9 by 64. Its second part is calculate the probability that Paul picks a black ball in his second draw. Now there is a condition on his second draw. In second draw there is a black ball. In second draw there is a black ball. If first ball is black, in second draw there is a black ball. If first ball is white. So second ball should be black. There is no condition on the first ball. If first ball is black, second also should be black. If first ball is white, second should be black. So how we will calculate the probability? There are two cases: black ball, first black ball and second black ball, or first white ball and second black ball. Second ball is black means probability of black and black or probability of white and black. So and mean we multiply and or mean we add. What is the probability of first black ball? It is 3 by 8. And what is the probability of second black ball? It is again 3 by 8. And probability of first white ball is 5 by 8 and probability of second black ball is 3 by 8. So multiply and add these probabilities and we will get 24 by 64 and after simplifying we get 3 by 8. So this is how we will construct a probability tree diagram, and then from that probability tree diagram we will find the probability of the given event. Now a relative frequency. Relative frequency is simply the probability of an event, but this relative frequency is the experimental probability of an event. Probability is the theoretical probability. The probability of an event based on data from an experiment or survey is called relative frequency. Relative frequency is calculated using the formula This relative frequency is equal to number of successful or favorable outcomes or trials, or total number of outcomes or trials. Now the number of times an experiment is repeated is called trial, or relative frequency is equal to number of times that the event occurs and total number of outcomes trials. Now if you toss a coin 100 times, so total number of trials or outcomes is 100, and after tossing a coin 100 times, the number of times head occurs. If you are asked to find the number relative frequency that head occurs, so number of times head occurs will be written in the numerator and total number of trials will be written in the denominator, and then we will calculate the probability relative frequency. So let's discuss relative frequency with the help of examples. Now if 12 cards are numbered distinctly from 1 to 12 without repetition, one card is drawn at a time and the number is recorded, and then the card is placed back. This is done 50 times and following outcomes were recorded. Find the probability of occurrence of 12, that is relative frequency. They here in this case it means find the relative frequency of occurrence of 12. Now there are 12 cards in the back. Numbers are written on the card from 1 to 12, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 12. A card is picked 50 times. You pick a card and note the number. Replace the card and you pick a second card and note the number. Then you will replace the card and you will pick third card. So you have to pick a card 50 times. So let's record the result in the form of table. So this is our experimental probability. Experimental probability is called relative frequency. Now if you pick the first card and that card is 4, you will note 4 here, and second card picks it has number 10, third card has number 6, fourth card has number 12. Similarly, these are the results of the 50 picks. You are asked to find the probability or relative frequency of occurrence of 12. So what will be the relative frequency of 12? You will note the number of times 12 is picked. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. There are 11 times 12 occurs in this experiment when a card is picked 50 times. So its relative frequency of 12 will be equal to 11 over 50, because 12 comes 11 times and the total number of trials or outcomes are 50. So 11 over 50 in fraction form, 0.22 in decimal form, and 22% in percentage. You will write the answer as the question is demanded. So this experiment, so it's not necessary that always a table is given. You may be given that a card is picked 50 times and 12 occurs this much time. Find the relative frequency. So you will use this formula to find the relative frequency. Example number 2. Here Ben wants to estimate the probability that a piece of toast will land butter side down. He drops a piece of toast 100 times and observes that it lands butter side down 65 times. Okay, अगर एक वो टॉस है आपका, उसके ऊपर बटर लगा हुआ है, तो जब आप उसको टॉस करते हैं तो वो टोस्ट जो है वो बटर साइड पे लैंड करता है. अब देखिए जब टॉस करेंगे तो वो या बटर साइड पे लैंड करेगा या दूसरी साइड पे लैंड करेगा. अब उसने कहा कि उसको 50 टाइम्स अगर ड्रॉप करें, 65 टाइम्स अगर ड्रॉप करें, और हर टाइम की जैसे पीछे हमने टेबल बनाया था, एक दफे टॉस किया तो क्या कौन सी साइड आई, बटर साइड. दूसरी दफे टॉस किया तो कौन सी साइड आई, कोई और साइड आई. he drops a piece of toast 100 times. Sorry, this piece of toast is dropped 100 times. 100 टाइम जब क्रॉस किया तो बटर साइड डाउन जो है वो कितनी आई, 65 टाइम्स बटर साइड्स आएंगी. तो वहां पे जब टेबल बनाए तो बटर साइड, अदर साइड बटर साइड, तो 65 टाइम्स जो है वो. अब इसने एक्सपेरिमेंट नहीं किया, उस एक्सपेरिमेंट का रिजल्ट बता दिया आपको कि इफ अ टोस्ट इज ड्रॉप्ड 100 टाइम्स, so out of 100 times the toast lands butter side down 65 times. So how you will find the probability? Estimate the probability that piece of toast will land butter side down. So relative frequency will be, because butter side जो है वो 65 times ड्रॉप लैंड होता है, और टोटल टाइम्स क्या है, टोटल ट्राइज क्या है, जितनी दफ़े हमने टोस्ट को ड्रॉप किया वो 100 है. तो 65/100 will be equal to 13/20 in simplest form. This is the fraction. If you are asked to find the answer in decimal, you will convert this fraction into decimal, and if you are asked to write the answer in fraction form, you will multiply this by 100 and you will put the percentage sign. Example number 3. In a class 42 students, 20 students go to school by school bus, 15 by car and 7 by walk. Find the relative frequencies. अब टोटल जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो हैं आपके पास 42, बस पे जाने वाले 20, 15 कार और 7 जो है बाई वॉक जाते हैं. अब ये सिंपल थ्योरेटिकल प्रोबेबिलिटी भी हो सकती है, लेकिन रिलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी है तो ये एक्सपेरिमेंट, हम लोग एक्सपेरिमेंट किया ना. 42 स्टूडेंट्स हैं तो एक गेट पे खड़े हो जाएं आप और देखें कि कितने स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं वो बस से आ रहे हैं, कितने स्टूडेंट्स कार से आ रहे हैं और कितने स्टूडेंट्स पैदल अंदर आ रहे हैं. तो ये नोट किया जा सकता है एक्सपेरिमेंटली. So total number of students 42, number of students used school bus 20, number of students used car 15, number of students go by walk is 7. Now you are asked to find the relative frequencies of each event. So relative frequencies are number of students used school bus 20 students हैं और total 42 है. तो इसको सिंप्लीफाई कर लें फ्रैक्शन फॉर्म में और डेसिमल में ये आ जाएगा. नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स यूज्ड कार, तो नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट 15 है और 42 जो है वो ये है. तो इसको सिंप्लीफाई कर लें वो आंसर, या डेसिमल में इसका ये आंसर. नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स गो बाय वॉक, 7 स्टूडेंट्स गो बाय वॉक एंड टोटल स्टूडेंट इज 42. इसे सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो 1/6 और उसका डेसिमल जो है वो 0.17 आ जाएगा, और इसको आंसर को परसेंटेज में भी लिखा जा सकता है. सो दिस इज ट्री डायग्राम एंड रिलेटिव frequency. Relative frequency is a new topic which is included in 2018 in your syllabus. Now you will try these questions. This is one question. Replaces it, ये replacement का question है जो कि independent events हैं. Does not replace, ये replace नहीं होता तो इसका मतलब है ये dependent event है. तो इसमें पहले की probability दूसरे की probability को affect करेगी. ट्री डायग्राम बना के आपने इसकी probabilities find करनी. Now this is third card. Cups are made in a factory. The probability that one of these cups is faulty is this. Probability of faulty cups is given. Find the probability that cup is not faulty. Not faulty mean 1 minus 0.08 आ जाएगा. In one day 2500 cups are made. एक दिन में 2500 कप्स में बनाए जाते हैं. तो इन 2500 कप में से कुछ फॉल्टी भी होंगे, कुछ जो है वो फॉल्टी नहीं भी होंगे. तो उस फॉल्टी की प्रोबेबिलिटी उसने दी हुई है और जो फॉल्टी नहीं है उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी आपसे उसने कैलकुलेट करवा ली है. सो वर्क आउट द नंबर ऑफ दीज कप्स दैट आर एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी फॉल्टी. तो आप क्या करेंगे, ये जो टोटल कप एक दिन में बनते हैं उसको फॉल्टी कप्स की प्रोबेबिलिटी से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे. तो यू विल गेट द आंसर विच विल गिव यू एग्जैक्टली द नंबर ऑफ फॉल्टी कप्स. So this is your probability and tree diagram. This is my profile. Thank you for watching and Allah Hafiz.